Narmeen, we learned a lot during the reporting of this following story, namely that homeowners devastated by Hurricane Sandy do not need to feel like they're alone in the painstaking process of dealing with their insurance companies. It's been weeks since Hurricane Sandy tore through Dennis Tausig's Massapequa Long Island home, and he's still reliving this nightmare as if it happened yesterday.
The water came up right through the floor because the basement, the crawl space, filled up, and the water, surface water, just came right up through my floors.
The 4-foot-tall section of moldy sheetrock Dennis was forced to remove is still missing. The subfloor is still visible, and his waterlogged living room furniture is still outside in the backyard. Keep in mind, getting to this point, ripping out all of the storm-damaged materials has not been cheap.
I put out probably over $20,000 out of my pocket to get to where I am right now and yet to receive any reassurance that I'm going to get a cent back, really.
I'm assuming this is money that you would have used for your retirement.
Exactly, which I was planning on in another year, which is probably going to be put off.
Dennis and his wife Carol, who almost lost this house to the South Oyster Bay, say they are unsure if they can continue paying for all of these expenses out of pocket, while their insurance companies drown them in a sea of red tape.
The red tape is enormous because the insurance companies are giving it out to outside adjusters to come and do a scope of work on the house, and there seems to be issues with that and getting the people in.
Carol took a leave of absence from her job to deal with this mess. It looks like you've been busy.
Very busy with our insurance companies.
She now spends most of her day in a makeshift command center, which doubles as her living room bay window.
These are all the people I've talked to. I've talked to at least a dozen people, and each person comes up with a different story, a different day they're going to be here, and what's going on. Some tell us that we can throw away our furniture. Some say keep your furniture. I'm documenting everything because no one seems to know what they're doing.
Part of the problem is the Tausigs are not alone. Their neighbors here on this street and residents in communities across Long Island are all facing the same challenges. They're all relying on the same pool of contractors to begin tearing down their homes, and all calling the same insurance companies who will hopefully pay for it all.
Gotta put the server back. This all has to come off today.
The Tausigs believe getting an acceptable claims settlement won't be easy.
Insurance companies are out there to make money.
Dennis is now trying to hire a public adjuster to help file his insurance claims. The goal? A thorough, more comprehensive claim packet will hopefully compel his insurance company to agree to a higher settlement. Florida-based public adjuster Rick Tutwiler says his job is to take away the burden of proving a claim away from a distressed homeowner.
After a claim has been created, the insurance company will go out and hire their own adjuster to represent their interest in the claim, and homeowners need to educate themselves and realize that there is an option for them to hire their own adjuster.
For Dennis and Carol Tausig, who have been asked by their insurance companies to essentially itemize their lives on a piece of paper, a helping hand is just what they need.
The biggest problem is you really don't know where you stand.
We spoke with Travelers, which is the Tausig's point of contact for their flood insurance. A company spokesperson tells us that they're aware of the growing frustration among storm-affected residents, but the company spokesperson tells us that the Travelers Insurance Company has established an around-the-clock dedicated line for customers affected by the storm, and that so far they've been able to contact 97% of their customers and inspect 80% of their homes. Travelers could not provide us with those numbers for their flood insurance and homeowners insurance numbers total. We are going to continue to follow up with the Tausigs to see how their claim is doing. Live in the newsroom, Jay Dow, PIX 11 News. Jody.